Meet Arif and Sari. Both run small businesses, both receive financing, and both have never missed a repayment. 3 years later, Arif is still selling the same products to the same customer at the same scale. One bad man could still put his entire business at risk. Sari took a different path. She improved how she ran her business, met the right buyer, secured her repeat orders, and hired her first employee. On paper, both were financially active, but only one truly grew.
What does it really mean for an MSME to grow? Is it simply receiving a loan, repaying it on time, or moving to higher financing limit? Because an MSME can remain financially active for years and still operate at the same scale, serve the same customer, and face the same vulnerabilities. BRI already has one of Indonesia's largest MSME ecosystem, serving millions ultra micro and micro borrowers through financing, digital platforms, empowerment programs, and a nationwide frontline network. But in Q1 2026, the borrower base declined by 4.1%, while the loan portfolio grew by 5.3%. So, is BRI helping more MSMEs grow, or simply lending more to fewer and stronger businesses? This is where the real challenge begins. BRI does not lack programs. It already has Link UMKM, Rumah BUMN, Cluster Hidupku, Desa Brilian, and multiple financing pathways. Yet, access does not always become a capability. Training does not always become a better business practices, and stronger capability does not always lead to a credible buyers and stable market. The core problem is comparison. BRI's ecosystem is extensive, but it has not yet consistently transformed the financial access into a verified and sustainable MSME graduation. This leads BRI to a difficult strategic choice. Should it expand financial inclusion to reach more vulnerable businesses? Should it invest deeply in MSMEs with the greatest potential to grow, or should it shun the entire village economies? BRI cannot pursue all three at equal depth with the same limited resources, especially when the same country must manage lending, collection, mentoring, and market linkage. Therefore, we propose a Protect, Transform, Multiply strategy. Protect means maintaining financial inclusion for unbanked, ultra-micro, and rural MSMEs. Transform means directing intensive support toward growth-ready MSMEs with a clear and fixable barriers. And multiply means ensuring that successful MSME growth also benefits local workers, suppliers, and clusters. Our main priority is transformation, not because inclusion matters less, but because sustainable transformation is what ultimately turns access into independence. So, BRI does not need another isolated program. It needs one system that makes every existing program work toward the same destination, sustainable MSME graduation. This is why we introduce BRI GROW, from financial access to sustainable growth. BRI GROW connects the entire MSME journey through 4 integrated pillars. First, grow capabilities, turning generic learning into a personalized mission and verified business improvement. Second, reach locally, combining digital intelligence with trusted support from Mantri, BRI Link, Rumah BUMN, PNM, and Pegadaian, and also local cluster. Third is open markets, connecting market-ready MSMEs with a verified buyer demand, real orders, and sustainable market opportunities. And the fourth, work as one ecosystem, integrating programs, data financing, transaction, graduating, monitoring in one connected pathway. BRI GROW does not build a new ecosystem. It makes BRI's existing ecosystem finally grow at one.
BRI GROW begins with one simple belief. Not every MSME needs more programs. Every MSME needs the right next step. The journey starts with grow capabilities. UMKM Smart remains the assessment backbone, but it is enriched with transaction history, financing records, business documents, learning history, and selected field verifications. Together, this creates a verified MSME passport, a clear picture of each business readiness, capability gaps, and growth potential. Instead of giving every MSME the same training, BRI assigns a personalized growth mission that focuses on the business' biggest barrier, whether that's bookkeeping, certification, production quality, or market readiness. And because real progress happens through action, not attendance, MSMEs earn BRI Tumbuh points by completing verified missions, sustaining better business practices, fulfilling orders, and achieving graduations. These points can be redeemed for business support rewards such as mentoring, certification assistance, digital tools, and market exposure. But capability alone is not enough. Reach locally ensures that every MSME can participate through BRI's existing frontline network. BRI link agents, Ruang BUMN, PNM, clusters, and technical specialties provide practical support, while Mantri focus on relationship building, selective verification, and connecting MSMEs to the right opportunities. Once businesses are ready, open markets connects them with verified buyer demand instead of relying on exhibitions or product listings. MSMEs are matched based on their readiness, receive targeted support to close any remaining gaps, and can collaborate through clusters to fulfill larger orders. Finally, work as one ecosystem ties everything together, from assessment and learning to financing, transactions, buyer matching, and graduation. So, BRI can measure not only who participated, but who truly grew. Okay, so let's return to study, a rural snack producer and KWR micro borrower. Although she repays her loan consistently, she still lacks proper bookkeeping, standardized packaging, and the certification required by larger buyers. Through BRI GROW, the system identifies these gaps and assigns personalized growth mission. With support from Ruang BUMN and her local cluster, Sari completes the missions, earns Temu points, and becomes buyer ready. When the hotel submits verified demand, Sari and her cluster are matched to fulfill the order. BRI then supports the required working capital through its normal financing process. The order is delivered successfully, and the buyer places another one. That's what genuine graduation looks like: better capabilities, stronger markets, and sustainable business growth.
BRI GROW can be implemented by connecting what BRI already has rather than replacing it. First, BRI integrates the verified MSME passport, growth missions, Temu points, buyer demand templates, and common graduation definitions into selected pilot locations and sectors. Next, BRI tests different delivery models from digital missions and group clinics to buyer-back capability, support, and measures, which approach produce the highest verified graduation per rupiah and per frontline hour. Finally, successful pathways are scaled across regions, clusters, and BRI group entities, while low conversion activities are redesigned or discontinued. A dedicated BRI GROW coordination function ensures that referrals, buyer opportunities, financing decisions, and outcome data remain connected throughout the journey. BRI GROW shifts the question from how many MSMEs did we reach to how many MSMEs actually changed. The first key metric is the verified practice adoption rate, the share of MSMEs that consistently apply a better business practice after completing a mission. The second one is the match to purchase order rate, which is the share of qualified buyer match that become real commercial orders. The third is the repeat order conversion rate, which is because the second order is the strongest proof that the first was not simply as one-time event. And the ultimate measure is the verified MSME graduation rate, the share of business that achieves sustained capability improvement together with stronger commercial, financial, or resilience outcomes. These outcomes are protected by two guardrails. Growth must not weaken portfolio quality, and efficiency must not exclude women-led, ultra-micro, rural, and undeserved business. For BRI, this means better business data, stronger transactions, more focused use of frontline capacity, healthier financing progression, and measurable social impact. For MSMEs, it means something much more personal. Not another training certificate, not another exhibition, not simply a larger loan, but a stronger business, a real customer, a second order, a more stable future. BRI GROW turns financial access into sustainable business growth. Grow capabilities, reach locally, open markets work as one ecosystem. BRI GROW fund access to genuine graduation.